them, Madam Speaker. This business of drumming up, beating drums of war every now and then, oh, you'll not steal our vote. Which vote? If you believe you have sufficient vote, Madam Speaker, you go out and seek. You know, I saw a gentleman last week on Sunday bragging before the country that, oh, you know, I took care of examination and nobody stole exams. Yet he's a gentleman who one is indicted by a committee of this house, that the only record they left at the Ministry of Education is that they stole public land belonging to a primary school in Ruaraka, Madam Speaker. And they want to lecture us about electoral integrity, that they will guard the votes. There is nothing, no business we in the political class have with regards to guarding of election, Madam Speaker. We need to surrender ourselves to the authority of the IEBC and trust them that they are an independent constitutional commission, that the minute they have set out their responsibility and they have done it in a fair and transparent manner, Madam Speaker, we accept the results. In fact, Madam Speaker, I dare say that given the conduct of politicians in this country, Madam Speaker, part of the electoral code of conduct that IEBC gives us to commit ourselves to before subjecting ourselves to any election, Madam Speaker, must include acceptance of results, Madam Speaker, if we want to be a country that is progressive. Otherwise, we will end up being in a country that is pumping billions upon billions of shillings every other election cycle just to satisfy the ego of people who cannot win elections, Madam Speaker. And that cannot be allowed to perpetuate long enough. If you believe that you have sold a vision to the people of Kenya, then concentrate on ensuring that your voters turn out. They will speak through the ballot. Given our electoral system, I am deeply convinced that one of the hardest countries, Madam Speaker, to commit electoral fraud, particularly at the scale which many of the political players continue to talk about, particularly at the national level, is nearly impossible, Madam Speaker, because of the things that IEBC puts in place. And I am not their spokesperson, Madam Speaker, but I just speak as a concerned Kenyan that our elections are increasingly becoming super expensive just to take care of concerns and fears of a few people, Madam Speaker, who don't have the courage of conviction to accept electoral